Ladies and gents, it's Preacher, and let's do this. Shall we? Shall we do it? I'll cover it now because it needs to be recovered in the future. It's the Discipline Priest. It's one of the healers that's in a really, really bad place right now, along with kind of like Mistweavers and Shaman to an extent, but Shamans are doing better at the moment. It's difficult for me to give you a quick look at this. A lot of you play Disc Priest. I have no doubt about it, because Disc Priest is super fucking powerful in Mists of Pandaria. It created a lot of problems for all the other healers, because Absorbs can't really be beaten, which then led to the more powerful and more gear that Disc guys got, the less powerful and weaker everybody else got by proxy, right? That was one of the issues. So Blizzard decided to tackle that with toning back Absorbs. Oh my. Oh my. So you'll be hard-pressed to find anybody giving you Disc Priest feedback. Cool, I'll do it, shall I? I'll take the bullet, I'll take the knife, and we'll see what's going on with it. The setup I'm playing in this video is with Spirit Shell. You have the choice of Power Infusion, Twist of Fate, or Spirit Shell now. I'm using Divine Star, but Divine Star is not good, so I didn't use it a great deal. In fact, I kind of wished I'd rolled with Halo and Cascade in this video just so I could have shown it being used more. And I'm using Words of Mending, which appears to be broken. It's not bad, actually. It's a nice passive that your healing and shielding spells. This is how it works for the Disc guys. Your healing and shielding spellcasts grant you a stack of Word of Mending. When you gain 10 stacks of Word of Mending, your next targeted heal or shield will also cast Prayer of Mending. I've got to be honest, I didn't notice it. Which is then the crux of the problem. Why is everybody hating on Disc? Why is it such a big problem? Let's just get this out of the way. It just doesn't do enough healing. It's as simple as that. It really is just down to that point right now, which is one of the problems with classes that aren't balanced. By removing and toning down the shields, they've just made it not able to do enough. Its heal on a DPSer does about 1/10 of their health. Yeah, about 1/10. It would actually take you about 10 heals, or 8 or 9, combined with other things, to heal somebody to full. And you're going to see a huge example of that. So what then happens while you're playing Dis is that you fall behind. You fall behind because your heals don't do enough, and you can't use a lot of the things in your tool belt, and they don't actually have that many things. They toned them back again. Prayer of Mending now with its cast time, you just don't have that time to cast it. Unless you're out of combat or the mobs are literally doing nothing, you can't afford that cast time. It's too long. I have to spam things like Flash Heal. Penance heals for nothing. It's like 3Ks I think you'll see in there now with people with 160k HP. The fuck am I supposed to do with this 3K? It's just not doing enough. The absorb component of it just isn't enough to back it up there. AoE healing in general is really garbage right now. You'll see a couple of occasions where I'm throwing out some prayer of healings, even with spirit shells on. It just doesn't do anything. It's giving you like 10k worth of absorb after doing a couple of them. 10k. 10k, that's like 11th of somebody's HP. It's an 11th of somebody's HP, and I've used a 1 minute cooldown to achieve that. Guys. So I'm going to only do this quickly because obviously these numbers aren't right. Okay, these numbers aren't right. All you can do on Discipline right now, and why people are avoiding them like the plague and not really playing them at all, is just generally let your group down. And all you're going to do is have a very stressful situation where you're trying to spam very weak flash heals because that's all the time you have to try and do something. I will point out Atonement is in the same position. I tried to do some Atonement for you guys, but as you can see, even when your Evangelism is up, it actually does very, very little. It's unfortunate, really, the current state, but hopefully it'll be buffed. They're not the only healer in this state, okay? So until we can actually give out some proper numbers and we have a little bit of time to breathe on the Disc Priest, there's not much else to say on them at the moment, okay? The big crux is they just don't do enough healing right now, and therefore it's difficult to test them. All right, guys? There's your little quick look as to what's happening with the Disc Priest, because I know you guys were curious. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.